Hello everyone. Let's hope that all of you will pass semester 1 and you will come back in semester 2. And in semester 2, if you pass all these subjects or if you don't get dropped, you will be learning or studying another course, that is professional communication. So I am here to give you the orientation of this particular course, professional communication. In first semester, we have learned communication skills in bracket English. Right now, we will be dealing with actual professional communication, which has the course code that is 312002, and it is applicable to all these programs of diploma. It may be mechanical engineering, it may be computer, IT, civil, or maybe chemical, or whatever course, whatever program you are. आज आपण जर का तुम्ही लकीली फर्स्ट सेमिस्टर सर्व विषय पास झालात किंवा तुम्हाला ड्रॉप नाही लागला आणि तुम्ही सेकंड सेमिस्टरमध्ये ॲडमिशन घेतलं तर जानेवारी फर्स्ट वीकपासनं आपण प्रोफेशनल कम्युनिकेशन हा कोर्स शिकणार आहोत. आणि काय आहे त्या कोर्समध्ये, कसं पास व्हायचं आहे, काय एक्झॅक्टली असणार आहे प्रॅक्टिकल, काय सिलेबस आहे, कसा टॅली करायचा आहे, कसा टॅकल करायचा आहे, एव्हरीथिंग इन डिटेल आय विल बी डिस्कसिंग इन दिस व्हिडिओ. सो स्टे ट्यून्ड. This is, I think, you got introduced with. The title of the course is Professional Communication. Course code is 312002. Yes. What is the rationale? Rationale means the basic or the underlying reason or explanation for it. That means why engineering students, all programs, they have been introduced with this particular course, that is professional skills. What is the reason? What is the rationale behind it? The rationale is this: communication is key to smooth and efficient functioning of any industry or business. Professional communication is the need of every organization to maintain ethics, quality standards. The efficacy of business communication skills are essential for engineering professionals to instruct, guide, and motivate peers, subordinates to achieve desired goals at workplace. Strong communication skills are highly valued in the professional world and contribute to career growth and opportunities. Thus, this course has been designed to enhance the professional communication skills for effective presentation both in written and oral forms at workplace. In English, you might not have understood it, but in Marathi, I would say, जर का तुम्हाला चांगला जॉब मिळवायचा असेल, चांगला बिझनेस सेटअप करायचा असेल, तर तुम्हाला तुमच्या कोवर्कर्ससोबत, तुमच्या कलीगसोबत बोलावं लागेल, तुमच्या एम्प्लॉयरसोबत बोलावं लागेल, तुमच्या कस्टमर्स, कन्झ्युमरसोबत बोलावं लागेल, तुमच्या प्रॉडक्टचं मॅन्युफॅक्चरिंगचं तुम्हाला जाहिरात करावी लागेल. आणि या सर्व गोष्टीसाठी तुम्हाला कम्युनिकेट करावं लागणार आहे. आणि ते कम्युनिकेशन तुमचं वाढावं, ते स्किल तुमच्यामध्ये यावं, हा पूर्ण तर्क घेऊन प्रोफेशनल स्किल्स हा जो कोर्स आहे तो डिझाईन केला गेला आहे. So, if you really want to grow as a professional, not only in jobs but as an entrepreneur, you must have the ability to communicate, to give, to put across what idea or thought or imagination you have into the brains of the listeners very effectively. And then you will see the graph or the growth of your business, the growth of your job prospectus. So, let us see. In Marathi you can read it, but I know that in Marathi also there are so many good words that you won't be able to fathom. So it is better that if you simply stick to the English version of it. If you don't understand anything, you can ask me. Of course, put a comment in comment box. Yes. So what exactly the industry experts? Why the expectations of the industries are taken into consideration? Remember, majority of you are going to aspire jobs, and what exactly the industry or the employer needs, you should know. And MSBT and DTE or AICTE, these three organizations cumulatively they worked together. They asked the industry people or the employers who employ you all engineers, that what exactly they expect in a diploma holder. So these are the three things that they require. Number one is communicate effectively at workplace. So any new recruiter, any intern, any trainee engineer, once he or she has done diploma, once he or she gets placed, he should be or she should be able to communicate very effectively at workplace with colleagues, with subordinates, with employers, maybe superiors or the subordinates, customers, consumers, obviously any stakeholder who is related to that particular organization or company. Number two is issue can be identified and resolved by brainstorming solutions. See, all you would be the fresh engineers. So you have so much of excitement, so much of thoughts, new ideas, innovativeness, modern techniques. So if any problem is given to you, you can brainstorm, you can discuss about the problem and you can come up with the exact solution which is the best one. And in order to arrive at that particular solution, you need to communicate. So this is what the industry or the employer needs, that you all should be able to brainstorm different situations, different problems, and you should come up with the solution to these problems that the industry is facing. Now, third is expected outcome is effective communication ensures strong decision making. See, any enterprise or any company, any organization, any institution, they need to take decisions. And there are some organizations wherein they need to take immediate decisions so that they should not incur any loss. So, if you become a part of any company, any organization, you need to communicate so effectively your solutions, your ideas, your thoughts. You should be able to listen to others, and then you should contribute your own opinion. And based on your opinions and your expertise, your knowledge and skills, certain decisions will be taken, and those decisions will be really very useful for the growth of that particular company. And this is what industry expects, and that's why, by keeping in mind all these three expected outcomes of industry and employers, the whole syllabus of this professional communication course has been designed by the expert committee members. I hope you have understood it. Industry and employee expected outcome, udyog niyokta apekshit parnam. See, niyokta is something that even I couldn't understand, and I don't know about you guys and girls, those who are listening to this. So sometimes it is better that if we stick to the English version of it, but still I have given you the Marathi version also, so that the people from Marathi medium should not feel deprived of. The next one, course level learning outcomes, COs. Students will be able to achieve and demonstrate the following COs on completion of course based learning. So, after learning the whole syllabus of this particular course, professional communication, what all the students will be able to do? They will be able to communicate oral, spoken, and written in various formal and informal situations, minimizing the barriers. Barriers mean the obstacles. When I'm speaking, and if there is no network in your mobile phone, obviously you won't be able to understand the video. And formal and informal situations means whenever there is a meeting or the group discussion, brainstorming session is going on, that is a formal discussion. Informal discussion means whenever you are in a cafeteria, you are talking with your colleagues, with your superiors, with your subordinates, that is a little bit informal situation. In all these situations, after learning this particular course and the different chapters and the topics and the subtopics, you will be very, very effective in your oral communication, your written communication. Let there be any formal or informal situation. This is the first outcome. The second outcome is CO2, develop listening skills through active listening and note taking. See, whenever you are receiving any training, any information, any notice, any circular from your superiors or the higher authority, you need to listen very carefully. Even if you are talking with your subordinates, with your colleagues, you need to listen very carefully so that you should understand what exactly the speaker is trying to say. And once you listen very carefully, then only you can contribute your opinion, or you will understand what the person is saying. And by this you will get trained, you will get knowledge, and the same training and the knowledge can be applied to the job that you are doing, and definitely you will get the maximum outcome of it. And in a way, the organization or the company will grow, and if the company grows, obviously the job seekers, the employees, the employers, everybody grows with that. Number third outcome after learning this particular syllabus of this course is write circulars, notices, minutes of the meeting. See, whenever there are minutes, you need to prepare or draft notice, you need to prepare agendum, you need to prepare the minutes, what exactly happened in the meeting. So after learning this, you will be able to understand what notice is, how to write notice, how to write agendum, how to write minutes of the meeting, and how to write different notices and circulars that are obviously circulated in any organization. Number fourth course outcome is draft inquiry letter, complaint letter, job application, resume, that is curriculum vitae, CV, or compose effective email. See, you have to write so many letters. Sometimes you need to seek information, then you need to write inquiry letter. Sometimes you're not happy with the service of your stakeholders, then you need to write complaint letter, or sometimes you receive complaint letters. Before you apply, I mean before you join any company, you need to apply. So how to write a job application letter, how to prepare your resume, everything you will learn once you go through the syllabus of this particular course, professionals skills. Number five, fifth outcome is write industrial reports. So you have to write the reports, and every day you have to write the report. Doesn't matter you're working on some machine, doesn't matter you're working under someone or you're getting trained, you're just an intern. You need to write progress reports. Sometimes any mishap or the accident may take place, so you need to know how to write accident report. You need to know how to write progress report and different reports that you come across in any organization. Doesn't matter you are a would-be engineer. So these are the five outcomes that you would be getting out of this syllabus. This is in Marathi. You can go through. If you don't understand, you can ask me, of course. Yes, the main thing, there is no theory paper as such the way we had in semester 1. So you have only internal assessment, that is only practical. So there won't be any theory lectures, there will be only practical sessions for every batch, 2 hour session in 1 week. See, I don't understand the logic why the board designed such syllabus wherein the theory sessions are not there and they expect you to perform in the practical. But don't worry, I will be giving you ready-made data via YouTube as well as during the practical sessions. So you will be in the position to perform each and every practical very professionally, and you will definitely gain 100% provided you give your 100% sincere efforts. And whatever suggestions come instructions I give you, if you follow them 100%, I challenge, I bet that you would be a good professional once you complete this syllabus. So what is this marking system? There would be formative assessment of 25 marks, the passing would be 10. And what will be there in the passing marks? Term work. Term work means you will be able to, you should be performing 12 practicals throughout these practical sessions, and there would be one micro project. I think term work and micro project, these two terms you are very much aware about it because you have done first semester. Then there would be final examination of 25 marks. It will be of course internal assessment, and this there would be a practical examination using language lab. Means you need to draft, you need to draft maybe a inquiry letter, complaint letter, maybe resume, a job application letter, or any report. So whatever you learn in your term work, means the 12 practical that you will learn throughout your semester, based on these 12 practical itself, there would be 2 to 3 questions in summative assessment of practical for 25 marks. And there is one instruction: if you don't score minimum 10 marks in FA, that is formative assessment practical, if you don't remain present and you don't perform, you will be detained. I think detention you all must have understood in first semester itself. Yes, now there are 5 chapters, and out of 5 chapters, the first chapter would be professional communication. The syllabus is this: definition of professional communication, its importance, relevance, elements, and process of communication. 7 C's of communication. This is really important, that you need to be clear, concise, correct, coherent, concrete, courteous, and complete whenever, whether you are communicating via written communication, verbal communication, or non-verbal communication. There would be types of communication, that is oral, written, in the form of verbal. Then this is, there would be formal or informal communication. Informal communication is also called grapevine, that is gossip. And vertical communication, that moves upward and downward vertically. Then there would be a good point topic, that is barriers to communication. See, whenever wherever you communicate, there are going to be obstacles, problems. So these problems are nothing but barriers. So what are the different linguistic barriers, psychological barriers, technological barriers? We will be understanding them, and then we will be understanding the solutions. We will be trying to make sure that these barriers do not affect our communication, because if these barriers affect our communication, there are the chances that there won't be any communication, or there would be misunderstanding between two communicators. And that's why we need to be very, very careful in terms of these barriers. Unit 2 would be listening and note taking. If you listen, most of the problems are solved. But if you hear, no problem is solved, or more problems are created. So, what is listening and what is real hearing? Active listening, passive listening, selective listening. All these things we will be learning in this chapter. We will also be learning the note taking. This note taking, this idea will help you not only in second semester, not only to be a professional, but throughout your second year, third year. There are so many vast subjects and the topics. If you have the habit of note taking or note making, definitely in a nutshell you would be able to complete your syllabus and the curriculum, and that will help you to produce or reproduce everything in your examination. And that's why note taking and note making, these techniques, every engineer or professional should know. Unit 3 would be of office drafting. Office drafting means you need to know how to write notice, you need to know how to write circular, agenda. Then you need to know after the meeting how to prepare the minutes of the meeting. Every technique will be shared, so don't worry, I'm there with you guys. Next would be chapter number 4, writing skills for professional communication. So you need to know how to write job application letter, how to write your resume, or some people call it CV, how to write email with all etiquettes, how to write, communicate your intended, what you desire to pass the message via email. You will be learning in this particular chapter. Besides that, you will also learn inquiry letter and complaint letter, the format of letter also. Then very important chapter, that is report writing. So what is this report? How to write accident report, how to write investigation report, and how to write a daily report, that is also called progress report. Everything in this chapter will be told. Report means factual information. What happened? Yes, now the term work or the 12 practicals that you need to perform throughout your semesters 2, and the starred one that you have to perform. If you don't perform, which is not starred, that is okay, but all these starred practical you should perform. The starred number 1 is communication process and cycle, that how the message starts and how it ends with the feedback. Then a group discussion, role play and group discussion. The third one would be active listening. There would be some activity wherein someone will speak, you will listen, and based on your listening experience, you will perform some tasks. That was would be very interesting, and I'm there to make it interesting. So don't worry. In group discussion also, you will get very interesting and innovative topics based on your capabilities, and you will enjoy these sessions. Communication process, how a smallest thought on abstract level brought into practice, spoken, and then it gets the concrete form, and how the cycle completes with the help of feedback, everything will be dealt. Practical number 4 would be presentations and seminar. I think little bit of orientation or presentation you know in first semester, so you will be performing it. Mostly your micro project you will be presenting finally. Note taking and note making, actual practice of note taking and note making will be dealt in this part practical. Agendum and minutes of meeting, you will be given a particular tag of one particular organization based on the topic of discussion, that is agenda. You will prepare the agenda, you will discuss it, and you will come up with the minutes of the meeting. Actual meeting will be conducted, and I'm sure that you would enjoy this session also. Office drafting, you will be asked to make memos, circulars, notice, and agenda. Type of job application and resume, you will actually be given one situation wherein you will be made to apply for one particular post, and for that particular post you need to prepare your resume also. So what is resume, how to prepare it, how to write job application letter, a wonderful topic. You will be you will be indebted to me once I discuss it in your practical session. There would be another practical number 8, that is email writing. Then you have report writing. then barriers to communication, then complaint and inquiry later, psychological barriers to communication, listening skills, job application later, and resume writing. So these are the different practicals you need to perform, out of which 12 practical minimum we all need to perform. And how to perform each and every practical, I will be giving you a thorough or comprehensive video. Based on those suggestions, you have to perform them. So don't worry about these practicals. And how to perform every practical with fun and learn principle will be shared in next video. So stay tuned, and I hope I have given you a proper orientation of professional skills, this particular subject, this particular course, which is of 50 marks. 25 marks term work micro project, and 25 marks would be the final practical examination. There is no theory session, there is no theory examination in this particular semester. So everything is internal. If you perform sincerely, more than 45 marks you can score. And more than 45 marks means 45 divided by 6, more than 7 percentage you will be getting in this course itself. I hope things are clear now. Best laga. Good luck.